So, you're a leader, right? You've already built a successful career, but you've got that feeling that there's another level, a whole new field of play you could be on. The question is, could an Executive MBA be the key to unlocking it? Let's dive in and see if the EMBA is the right catalyst to turn your ambition into some serious impact.
So what is it that brings a successful, experienced professional to a crossroads, to the point where they're actually thinking about heading back to the classroom? Well, it usually starts with a feeling that the skills that got you here, they aren't going to be the ones that get you there.
You know, this quote from an alumnus, Jens, it just perfectly captures that moment, that breaking point. He had years of real, hands-on experience, but he felt like he was missing the foundational theory to really compete at the absolute highest level. It's a story we hear all the time. Hitting a professional ceiling where your gut feeling and your past experience, well, they're just not quite enough anymore.
And that is the absolute core idea here. An EMBA isn't for starting a career from scratch. It's all about elevating the one you already have. It's about taking all that success you've already built and layering on the strategic tools, a truly global perspective, and a network that can help you reshape your entire future and make an even bigger mark.
Okay, so the ambition is there, check. But who are you actually going to be in the room with? This is so important, because the cohort, your classmates, is honestly one of the most valuable parts of the entire program. So let's take a look at the profile of a typical EMBA class.
First up, the average age is 39. So right away, you know this isn't a program for recent grads. We're talking about a room full of seasoned, experienced professionals.
And that translates to an average of 15 years of work experience. The learning here is a two-way street, where the insights from your classmates sitting next to you are often just as valuable as what you're hearing from the front of the room.
And it's an incredibly global group with an average of 23 nationalities in a single class. That kind of diversity means that every single business case is looked at from dozens of different cultural perspectives, which really prepares you for true global leadership.
But that diversity, it goes even deeper. You're going to find this really rich mix of professional backgrounds. We're talking 40% women, about half the class coming from STEM fields, and get this, a fifth of them even hold PhDs. This variety just guarantees you're constantly being challenged to think way beyond your own industry and your own role.
And let's just talk about the elephant in the room for a second, the standardized test. Here's the good news. Many top programs have realized that for senior leaders, a 15-year track record of managing people and P&Ls is a way better indicator of success than some GMAT score. So, for qualified candidates, they'll often just waive it.
Okay, the big question, right? How on earth do you fit a demanding program like this into an already packed professional and personal life?
Well, modern MBAs are actually designed for exactly that challenge.
You've basically got two main flavors to choose from. There's the weekend format, which usually means classes one weekend a month. Pretty manageable, right? It minimizes disruption. Then there's the modular format, which is way more immersive. Think intense, full-week sessions every month or so. Both are structured so you can earn that degree without having to put your career on pause.
Now, you'd think this would be absolutely exhausting, but listen to this quote, because it really captures the reality for so many people. Because the curriculum is so practical, you leave each session buzzing with ideas that you can literally put into practice at work on Monday morning. That immediate payoff, that immediate ROI creates this incredibly powerful, energizing feedback loop.
But here's the thing. An EMBA is so much more than just fitting lectures into your calendar. The real transformation, the stuff that sticks with you, happens through these unique, hands-on experiences that push you far outside your comfort zone.
I mean, just look at this list. You're not just studying global business, you're living it on international study trips. You're not just learning theory, you're applying it in real-world consulting projects. And you are pressure testing your leadership skills in these super high-stakes crisis simulations and even through military-style command training at the legendary St. Cyr Academy in France.
And that experience at St. Cyr, wow, it's the perfect example of the deeper benefit we're talking about. These intense, shared challenges, they forge a bond that turns a class of strangers into a lifelong, tight-knit team that you know you can rely on for anything.
Which brings us to the big one, the ultimate question. What is the actual return on this incredible investment of time, effort, and money? Let's talk about the payoff.
Let's just start with the numbers, because honestly, they are powerful. An average salary increase of over 100% within 3 years of graduation. That is a massive, quantifiable return that speaks volumes about the value the market places on these skills.
But the ROI goes way, way beyond just the paycheck. Look at this. The vast majority, 71%, they advance into bigger roles. A fifth of them successfully pivot into entirely new industries. And that last bar, this is the kicker. The number of graduates in C-level positions triples. That means for every one person in the C-suite before the program, there are 3 after. This is about total career transformation, not just a little bump.
And maybe the most enduring return of all, the one that lasts a lifetime, is the network. The program might last 18 months, but you gain lifelong access to this incredible global community. It's like your own personal board of directors. Need to understand the market in Singapore for a new launch? There's an alum for that. Thinking of starting your own venture? A classmate has probably already done it and can give you the real story. That is the power of this network.
So at the end of the day, an Executive MBA gives you the strategic framework, the leadership confidence, and that global network you need to build whatever future you want. It provides all the tools. The only question left is, what will you build?